Hey, what it do, baby boo? In this video, you're going to be learning about APDO'S top secrets that he uses to climb the solo queue ladder. For those of you who don't know, APDO is like a Korean solo queue god. One of his accounts that he climbed with had a 100% win rate for at least 40 games, which is ridiculous. And another one of his most recent accounts, it has a 81% win rate in Challenger Korean solo queue ladder before it decayed to Diamond. Recently, he did a teaching session with his viewers on his stream, and pretty much, yeah, for this teaching session, he was teaching his viewers how to climb the solo queue ladder. With that being said, this video is going to be about APDO'S top 3 secrets that he uses to climb the solo queue ladder. Make sure that you watch to the end of this video for 2 specific reasons. Number 1 is that in this video I reveal APDO'S number 1 thing that he believes determines whether you're going to win or lose a game. And number 2, one of you viewers watching this, you're going to be able to get one of my coaching packages valued at $100 absolutely free. So I'll see you at the end of the video.
Secret number 1 is that champion choice matters more than skill.
뭘 고르느냐가 훨씬 중요해, 실력보다. 가령 이제 원딜만 하는 애가 진짜 원딜 거의 안 하는 그냥 정글 유저가 바루스 골라서 바텀 가는 거랑 바루스가 그게 더 낫다니까? 정글 가는 유저가 원딜 골라서 가는 게?
This can be a very misinterpreted statement, so I'm going to do my best to explain what I think APDO is trying to say. What APDO is trying to say is that at a particular point, champion choice matters more than skill. The best way to explain this is through an analogy. Let's take a person who wants to learn how to study. They don't know how to focus properly. Every time they go to sit down and study, they just end up scrolling on Facebook for like freaking 70 minutes or whatever. The worst advice that you could give to that person is tell them just to go study for an hour, because that's probably the stupidest thing you could do. They've already tried that and it's not working for them. They don't know how to focus properly. Instead, what you say to them is, okay, let's cut the quantity aspect, let's focus on quality. Let's go 10 minutes of quality study, or head to the books without checking Facebook. And then maybe they try that for a week and they master it. They can now study efficiently and effectively for 10 minutes. Once they've mastered the quality aspect of 10 minutes, then you can start increasing the quantity. You can go, okay, let's keep the quality and let's go for 20 minutes. And then they try that for a couple of weeks. And then all of a sudden, you know, with time and practice and, patience, they have reached a point where they're studying for 60 minutes with the quality aspect still taken care of. Okay, so they're not checking Facebook, they're going head to the books for 60 minutes. So the question becomes, how does this relate to League of Legends? Well, what I think APDO is trying to say is that you need to have a base foundation of skills, and then once you have a base foundation of skills, then champion choice does become more important than skill. If you have a crappy base foundation of skills and you're trying to play what's meta and you're trying to play the Korean OP picks and stuff like that, you're pretty much doing exactly what the saying says, you know, you're polishing a turd. Secret number 2 is that APDO dodges games that aren't winnable.
닷지를 하는 기준이 뭐냐? 닷지 하는 기준은 딱 정해져 있습니다. 첫 번째, 이게 제일 중요해. 팀의 정글이랑 서포터 유저 합쳐서 4명 이상이면 그냥 닷지. 딱 2가지가 있어요, 닷지 하는 경우가. 상대 정글 카직스. 이거 2개인데, 그렇게 카직스가 강하면 밴을 하면 되지 않나요? 왜 Y? 우리 팀에서 조이를 밴을 안 해주면 내가 해야 되니까.
This is pretty straightforward information. All that APDO is trying to say is that if your teammates are on roles that they're not good at and on the roles that they don't main, the chances of you winning that game are super low. Once again, we can apply this to another analogy. Let's say that we're looking at TSM, and let's say that Bjergsen went to jungle, Mike Young went to mid, and top laner, Haunter went to Sven's place, and then Sven went to Mithy, blah blah blah, and everyone's just screwed around and everyone's on different roles. Obviously, the chances of winning that game is going to be super slim compared to if everyone was on the main roles that they've been practicing and maining and the ones that they actually want to be playing. So making sure everyone is on their main roles is the most important point that needs to be taken into account. But then the second reason as to why APDO would dodge is if the enemy team has like an OP pick like Kha'Zix or Zoe or something like that. If you're low elo and you're watching this, I honestly wouldn't take this advice to heart, because if you're in like bronze and the enemy team is trying to use Zoe, they probably suck anyway. They're probably not using her to her full potential. So I wouldn't really worry about this point if you're like bronze, silver, or gold. Now keep in mind, your first dodge is going to set you back only like 3 or 5 LP. But the second dodge and the third dodge or whatever is going to cost, I think cost like 10 LP or something like that. Even when it hits that 10 point, when I'm losing 10 points per game, I would rather lose those, tiny 10 points compared to the good chance that I'm going to lose the whole game. I'll probably lose 20 points and I'll also lose MMR. So I'd rather take the 10 points. And then secret number 3 is that APDO reveals the biggest thing that determines whether you'll win or lose a game.
그래서 이제 문제는 뭐가 되냐? 뒤져도 괜찮으니까 뒤져도 괜찮으니까 플레이가 이제 바뀐다니까 이게? 그냥 플레이가 바뀌어 이게. 한 번 정도는 뒤져도 할만하지. 그러니까 예전에는 한 번 뒤지는 순간 아 좋댔단데.
So I've mentioned this concept in a ton of my other videos, and Apto himself has even referred to it in some of his other videos. For example, this clip I'm about to play here.
망할 뻔했는데 잘 됐네요 나름. 난 솔직히 이거 그냥 카타한테 쿼드라 당하고 끝날 줄 알았거든요. 약간 구도가 이거 그냥 끝나는 각이었어요. 왜냐면 카타리나가 진입 타이밍도 좋았고 딱 스킬 좆되는 줄 알았는데 역시 아무도 모르는 거예요.
Essentially what he's saying is that there are particular points in the game that really determine either you win or lose the game. And more specifically what he's saying is that these particular parts of the game are the skirmishes, the 2v2s, the 3v3s, and then eventually the team fights that happen. They have the biggest influence on the game. For example, I was coaching a client a few weeks ago. He was playing Kazakhs and his team was like 5k gold ahead, so it was a considerable amount. And they had the opportunity to finish the game. But they ended up making a stupid decision. They fought when it was 4v5, so they had a numbers disadvantage. And the enemy team, who was 5k gold behind, they ended up winning that particular fight. All of a sudden, after they won that fight, they got Baron and they got 2 extra turrets. And then they were 5k gold behind, and then legit within a matter of like 2 or 3 minutes, there was no gold lead at all. The enemy team caught up, they closed the gap that there was in the gold lead, and then they ended up grouping and then taking more turrets and actually winning the game. To really put this into perspective, they gained 6k gold, 6,000 gold, within a matter of like 2 or 3 minutes. You can like play any single game that you want to. Go play a game of League of Legends and watch the replay, and you'll find that there are 2 or 3 key instances where you either win or lose the team fight, and that heavily dictates the flow of the game and whether you won or lost that game. So what's the answer to this problem? The answer to this problem is be super calculative about your play. If you go to make a decision and you have a good feeling that that decision is going to produce a positive outcome, then do the decision. But then if you're in a situation where you're not 100% sure of the decision and if it's going to produce a positive outcome, then don't do it, because that's called hesitation, and hesitation sucks the doolies. And now, just as a bonus secret for you viewers, this is what Apto considers to be the #1 team comp that you cannot lose with.
탑은 카미를 해주면은 그 정글은 카직스를 하면 질 수가 없어요. 이거는 이제 게임 승리 확률, 카직스는 게임 승리 확률 40% 상승. 미드는 조이랑 탈리아가 좋습니다. 트펜 나밖에 안 하니까. 그게 딱 내가 미드에서 트펜을 골랐는데 탑이 카미래? 정글이 카직스에? 원딜이 바루스다. 서포터는 솔직히 브라운 탈이 좋긴 한데 뭐 잔나 이런 것도 안 나쁜 것 같고 그냥 그 판 이긴 거야. 이게
The reason why I enjoy watching Apto so much is because he is like a mad scientist. This dude is so calculative with all of his play. He knows how to play aggressive when he needs to be, and he also knows how to play passive when he needs to be. And the ability to move between these two sides of the spectrum is what makes him just such a good player.
So, we're back. If you did like the video, and if you want to keep up to date with all the strategies and tactics that I provide to you guys to help you climb the solo queue ladder, all you have to do is click the subscribe button below and turn the bell notifications on. And now here is your opportunity to win the coaching package valued at $100 for absolutely free. If you want to enter this competition, all you have to do is type into the comment box on this YouTube video who your favorite LoL champion is. In the next video that I put out, I'll announce the winner of this champion, and then you'll get your $100 coaching package absolutely free. I don't know why I keep going like this. For everybody else who wants to be coached by me, I'm just letting you know that private coaching is available only until the 27th of February, New Zealand time. There are only 3 spots left in this particular coaching session. I've had too many people ask me for coaching, so I had to open up a few more. Everybody who gets coached by me legit experiences the most ridiculous results. They climb the solo queue ladder faster than they've ever experienced, and faster than they can ever dream. And I only coach a few times per year, so if you want the opportunity to get my coaching, all you have to do is check the description below, and I will include a link to my coaching page where it's got all the details. Like I said, there are only 3 spots left, and make sure you check it before the 27th, because on the 27th, it's cut off. There's no more coaching. I can't speak English. I'm so sorry. Anyways, that's all for today. Have a good day. I love you. Stay beautiful. Bang, bang, bang. Shana Docs.